Good morning, Josh Bullivant here with your weekly fishing report for the south shore of Leech Lake. I'm out here, it's a smoky day out on Leech Lake from those fires that are going on up in northern Minnesota. It looks like hopefully maybe tomorrow or the next day it says wind switch and it'll kind of push some of this smoke out, but today is a little bit smoky out there. With that being said, walleyes are definitely starting to go into those late, that midsummer patterns. They're starting to find their ways out to the char grass further off the edges of the rocks, so starting to find them in that 12 to 15 foot range along the gravel sand transition seem to be best right now. You will find a few scattered within the rocks, but they're starting to move out to that shallow gravel sand and then eventually into that sand grass or the chara grass. Always happens this time of year. They start to move out there, and then by August you're fishing a lot of those big char grass flats looking for those fish. But right now, main technique for me that's been working, definitely a slip bobber. I've got that Northland scope float right there, sliding tungsten weight, which is nice to have, swivel, and then I use about a foot long leader down to a tungsten jig. So don't be afraid to set your slip bobber 2 to 6 feet off the bottom. I know a lot of guys like to stay close, set it 6 inches or less, but don't be afraid to use your sonar, find where those fish are, and adjust your bobber to that. You wouldn't believe how many fish will come and hit that when you're only 4 feet down over like 12 feet of water. It's amazing. So just kind of see where those fish are and adjust your depths accordingly. And if they're hitting a certain wall when they're going up, set your bobber at that depth. Just watch kind of, and you'll find a lot of good stuff out. Other technique that's been working is the classic jig and a crawler right now. That seems to always be a great summertime pattern. For those that do not have maybe the forward facing, can't always find it, it's starting to be shad wrap time. That water temps are there. These are number 7s, about 125 feet back. They'll be running about that 8 to 10 foot down. So these are two of my favorite colors right now. Purple Descent, and this one's called Whiskey Sour on the top. That gold it's got a little bit of brownish orange on the top there. Looks like a crayfish, and purple's always just a classic. There are some crayfish that look like that out here and have those colors. So sunny days, use these shinier, flashier ones. Overcast days, the Purple Descent works pretty well. So pull those, cover water, look at those big expansive sand flats, char grass flats right now. Find those rock or kind of the gravel sand transition before those too, as those fish are starting to migrate out to those areas. So those are my 3 top techniques I use. My last one is always the wild card, is throwing in a jigging wrap or a puppet minnow and making sure you have that ready and getting just a reaction strike as well. So walleye bite was a little bit slow, but it's been picking up this last week. Warmer temps will get them back on the chew, especially speed up their metabolism. We're seeing water temps in the mid 70s to low 80s. And then for you musky guys out there, there's as we see these water temps warm up, we'll see that algae bloom, see those muskies move up onto those shallow rocks. Right now they're still sitting on that transition zone right outside the rocks. They're starting to stage out there as they move in and get those warmer temps. Saw a lot of fish out in that 14 foot of water out there suspended, chasing some of the bait fish and walleyes that are out on those flats. Smallmouth bass, definitely find your boulders right now. Big boulders, might not see the fish on them because they're hidden down there. Pitch your favorite swim bait with your favorite 2 to 3 inch plastic swim tail on it. And then also any of your other drop shots are always popular this time of year. And then also any of the deep diving crankbaits over top of those as well. So Maverick 110s work really, really well this time of year. So still going to have some great weather. It's going to be nice and warm this weekend. Looks like we got a little cool down from the heat earlier this week. But that walleye fishing is just going to continue to pick up as we get into that fall or early fall bite that usually starts here at the end of this month, August. I know it sounds crazy to talk about fall when we're still well into the summer months here in July, but August kind of starts that kickoff for that fall bite, especially up here in northern Minnesota. So I'm looking forward to better continue ice fishing, even better days ahead with it. Still got some openings. We just had an opening for the last week of this month in one of our 3-bedroom lake homes. So if you're interested in getting up here and fishing and exploring Leech Lake, give us a call, 218-836-2500. And friendly reminder, the Merritt Restaurant's open Thursday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. So from all of us here out at Trapper's Landing Lodge, hope to see you guys out on the water. Beautiful morning here.